So what did I think about SmackDown on Friday? Well, ladies, gentlemen, and sexually confused gorillas all at once, the living embodiment of exceptional. I am Bustle6 back to another video, and today, sorry this review and AEW Dynamite that I'm going to do after this review is a bit late. I have my graduation party coming too, and for those of you who did come, thank you guys for coming, and I got a lot of money. And I got this thing right here. So that was pretty cool. So again, thank you all to those who have came. Not like that. But SmackDown was exceptional with the few miss here and there, but let's not waste any time here. We're gonna recap the Usos and Mysterios, that whole situation where the Mysterios won their first match for the tag titles, but due to controversy, they had a rematch, and Reigns beat the ever-loving hell out of Dominic and Rey. Then Reigns, Jey Uso, and Paul Heyman are there. Talking about what's going to happen later on tonight. Then Jimmy comes down, and he talks about how he wants he's basically saying a little message to Roman, and talking about Jay saying you either need to pick a side or something's gonna happen, and he leaves. Then the Usos are backstage talking about what's gonna happen later on tonight. Then we get Big E and Kevin Owens versus Zayn and Apollo Crews with Commander Aziz light with the Nigerian nail. That whole phrase is so stupid. The match was fine. Owens just going berserk, like taking both men at once. Not like that. Man, a Canadian take it on another Canadian and an African and a Nigerian. Have fun at seeing that, and please always research history. Owens and Big E win after a few exchanges. Match was fine. And then Zayn's, Apollo's saying that you didn't pin me, you pinned a lunatic, basically. And Zayn talking about it was a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. Pretty sure that's Alan Jones's hard-on word. And Aziz with the Nigerian nail attacks Zayn, and there you go. I don't know what they're going with this. We get recaps of the Street Profits and Otis and Gable. And then Gable's backstage. He wants a one-on-one with Ford, or he wants a one-on-one. Doc says, "I got this," but Ford's like, "Nah, I got this." Okay, cool. Reigns and Jay are backstage. James! God, that was terrible. Jimmy is in his locker room and he wants to have a talk with him. Okay. The most beautiful woman in WWE. I didn't know Oompa Loompas were that attractive, apparently. Asked Corey Graves, a.k.a. Carmella, versus Liv Morgan, who is actually beautiful. Morgan wins because we need to have 50-50 booking. Morgan carried the match, obviously. So, then we get a graphic card saying WWE Champion Brock Lesnar. Why are we gonna have bad thoughts of Brock Lesnar beating Kofi Kingston in 6 seconds a couple years ago? Why, WWE? Thank you for that. Ding Dong Hello with Seth Rollins. Okay. They talk about, how Bayley's gonna beat Belair, and they laugh, and then Rollins, talks about how he's beating up Cesaro, and they laugh it off. And then, sorry, I was thirsty. And then the doorbell goes off. Rollins says, "No, I got this." What in the Laffy Taffy hell was Rollins wearing? Seriously, I don't understand I don't get his dress attire. And then Rollins opens the door, Cesaro's there, hi, and he attacks Rollins and destroys the set. And Bayley's freaking out, and then Belair comes out and she laughs at her. Are we having a laugh woman standing match? Cause why not? Vince Russo has struck again, folks. Oh, lordy Lou. This show was not bad. Like, the Universal title picture situation is the main highlight of this whole show. And then we get a recap of Roman destroying Rey Mysterio. The Rey's backstage talking about, if you mess with my family, you're messing with me, and I'm gonna do the same thing to you, Roman. Then we get a Montez Ford versus Chad Gable. This is honestly one of the best, like, maybe one of the best showings of Gable and Ford. If we just have more matches like this, then I would have cared more about the Street Profits. Just give us more matches like this and not do stupid stuff backstage. This was good. I fairly enjoyed this match. It's, speed versus strength. Gable showing off his, his athletic Olympic style background, and Ford doing flippy doodah stuff. Senton off of the apron. We get a lot of good exchanges here. The endings would kind of killed it a little bit because, Dawkins gets attacked by Otis, aka Chris Farley. I swear he looked like Chris Farley. Because Otis shaved and... Oh my god, that visual was just jarring. He looked like Farley from Saturday Night Live when Saturday Night Live was good in its prime. Back in the 80s or 90s. And then Otis pulled a Papa Shango from WrestleMania 8 where he missed his cue because Ford hit a frog splash off the top, and then Gable kicked out, and then Otis later came down and, called it the DQ. So that was kind of a screw up, but it wasn't anybody's fault, just Otis. I think Otis accidentally missed his cue. And then Otis, hits a splash to Ford, and Dawkins comes down. Otis gets rid of him, and then a Vader bomb. Vader will always do a better Vader bomb than Otis. You don't have to ask me twice. Okay. If they would have done this stuff with Otis and make him like a big, threatening giant, then I would have cared about him more, but they had to do comedy stuff with Tucker. Nothing against Tucker, it just... Heavy Machinery were good in there for a while, and then it kind of got repetitive and it got annoying. Then we get Corbin versus Nakamura for the 888th time. What the hell, WWE? Nakamura wins after a few minutes. And then we get stupid exchanges with the crown and all that stuff. And don't worry, I'll be getting that here in a little bit. Folks, I'll be right back. Sorry about that, folks. I had to use the restroom real quick. Anyways. Yeah. And then we get to backstage, and then Pearson, Neville, and Corbin backstage, and Corbin's upset about his crown getting taken away. We're going to have a battle for the crown. I'm surprised he did a new crown on a pole match. Again, Vince Russo has struck again. And then we get Reigns and Usos in the locker room. This promo felt like it was out of character a little bit for Reigns. But at the same time, I understood what they were trying to go for here. Jimmy's saying it's not about, you're going to be the Hall of Fame for being a bitch and all that stuff. And he says he doesn't care about the Universal title. He just wants to be partners with Jimmy, but Jimmy, Jay, or he wants to be partners with Jay. And Jimmy's saying, I've watched you abuse Jay for almost a year because of Roman and Jay's matches over when Roman first turned heel late last year, and all that stuff. And then Jay's like, I'm done, I'm out of here. And then Roman basically saying, crap. I'm trying to remember this because I didn't write this down, unfortunately. He's saying that it's not about, Are you really gonna make Jimmy? Are you really gonna make Jay choose between me and you and all that stuff? Again, this promo kind of felt a little bit out of character for Roman, but I understood for what they were going for here. Anyways, Ray comes out. He calls out Roman. The Roman comes out. Ray calls him a rat bastard for attacking him and his son, and he wants a Hell in a Cell match. Is Ray wanting a death wish? Apparently, no, not the one with Charles Bronson in it. Ray's gonna get murdered. And then Ray, literally from out of nowhere, even Pat McAfee acknowledges, he pulls a candlestick from literally out of nowhere. Did he just pull that out of his ass? Like, literally. Where did that candlestick come from? He uses it, but Roman overpowers him, and then Dominic comes out of nowhere. Start to beat on him, but, Roman, is too powerful. And then Roman just tosses Dominic. Like, he powerbombs him out of the ring and onto like a crash pad, fortunately, on the floor. That was brutal. Holy crap. That was insane. That was an insane bump, and I actually hope Dominic's okay from that. But fade to black after that. So, I'm curious as to what they're going to do next with this. Because Ray's obviously going to lose. Because Ray, let's be honest, Ray should not be going for the world titles at this point. And Ray doesn't really have a lot left in the tank. I mean, I love Rey Mysterio. He's a legend for a reason, but, I mean, come on. This is a bit wonky, But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. What did you guys think of this show? Did you think this episode was good or bad? Let me know down in the comment section below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tap the bell for more notifications. I'm BossOp86. Excuse me for that. Join or heard. I'll talk to you guys next video. Peace out.